Hey guys, Jacob here, and we're here today back on the Cedar Point project in the first time in a while. We're here with Peter,
Hi
and
there.
we're gonna show you all the progress we've made on the park. Everything
Ex-
past the entrance, which is what we had done last time, the parking lot and the entrance. We have all of this, so we have a lot of the main park done. It's about halfway finished. Still got this big
Yeah,
empty space here.
all the coarse dirt is stuff that still needs to be developed, but we've placed down like couple blocks maybe,
Maybe just a
that
few.
yeah. This hub itself is also completely new, so that's just a way of being able to get around the park easier and other places that just make it easier. So we have each of these gates, I guess they kind of just represent a different place that you can travel to. So we've got there are two here. The Nether portal and this map gate don't actually lead to anywhere in the parks, but everything else takes you somewhere of note, I guess. So got the front entrance, which is kind of where we left off, I guess.
Yes.
Is this one?
All right. So as you can see, the front entrance is very, very done, and there is a roller coaster finished as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. So it's the
Uh,
midway itself, I mean, there are still things that I feel like could be added. A lot of it's like things to make the park feel more alive. We got a lot of structures in, and most of the rides that are all of the rides that are in this area, but stuff like actual guests and little vignettes, I guess. Those would certainly be nice, and building interiors maybe kind of not
Perhaps
exactly.
kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so this kind of where I mean that's the main entrance. So a lot of this stuff when you come in, this is the first thing you sort of see. Uh, it's a nice sky ride here, which takes you basically along the entire midway, um, up until you get till the real center of the park. So this sort of, I mean, that's it's a good way of showing all the stuff that's along the midway. Got game areas over here, and then got a separate kind of offshoot of the midway that leads to the gatekeeper, which is the ride that leads up front. Again, not really much life, I but the structures themselves are down, and that's kind of the main part, the hardest part, I guess. Well, I guess that depends on your building style, but
Hmm. Yeah, no, really quite impressive. The detail on some of these things, like just like looking inside and at the insides, like the coaster things, like it's like you can't get all this from Google Maps. So like you just been there enough times to know what it
yeah,
looks like.
yeah. I mean, interior stuff like this, just general knowledge of how theme parks work, being able to translate that into Minecraft. Now, there are some things that Minecraft can't really do, and that's just a big shame. But this pretty close, and
Yeah,
yeah,
like obviously
can't
no
I,
actual roller coaster on the ride,
yeah. Can
but
you imagine if we could get mine carts to be able to invert and do all sorts of ridiculous things? I mean,
yeah.
that doesn't make sense from something that they would add in, but it would certainly be cool, and it would allow you to do a lot of extra things that are certainly very interesting. But
Mhm.
yeah,
All right, so this is the like right side off the midway. How about the
oh
left side?
yeah. So there's another roller coaster over here, the Raptor, which anyone who's been to Cedar Point and has walked along this midway knows that this ride is just absolutely ear shattering. It's so loud. Um, Very fun ride. Tends to, I don't know, maybe it's just getting a bit older, but I found it to be a bit rough, but still fun. The stations also pretty finished. Well, it's about as finished as it can be. There's not much, again, because you're working with blocks. There isn't that much you can do to add a lot of detail, but tried the best. Like, this is about as good as you can get with the trains themselves as well. Uh, got the blue streak over here, which is really old. I think it's their only wooden roller coaster at the time of recording, anyway. It's kind of a shame, but yeah. The marina, quite a large area. They haven't had any boats placed down. Well, there are actually a couple over here, down further this way, but
Yeah, just a few templates for boats. Gotta get the rest of them placed in, which is gonna be quite the endeavor.
yeah, that's one way of putting it. But yeah, not so much detail on the actual like retaining walls here. That'll probably need to get done as well. That might just be a simple /fill command though. I don't know that it needs to have that much detail, especially considering the fact that don't want to do any underwater terraforming. So that's just going to be how it stays, I guess.
Hmm.
Let's see. This is the sort of a marina check-in building, if I'm not mistaken. And then further along, there's we get closer to the marina entrance of the park itself. You got this low building over here that's got some various shops, and of course the all important famous Dave's. So yeah, barbecue, good food.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, the marina entrance itself is over here, so it's right below the Valraven roller coaster. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced, but it's not exactly easy.
One of the things I do
um,
like is how well
yeah,
the scale is captured in Minecraft. Like,
yeah, that's one of the things that's really cool is with um, the fact that you can use Google Earth to measure exactly how big everything is. You don't have to leave it up to guesswork. Um, so you can actually get a lot of these rides pretty accurate. Um, so this is like actually how tall it would be in real life, roughly speaking, anyway. And you can get a sense for just how big it is. And the largest ride we've actually got finished, so we'll have to show that in a second. But yeah, that's pretty cool as well. So a lot of stuff down. We sort of showed the midway already. Over here, there's also the hotel, the Hotel Breakers. This in and of itself was just a lot of work to get done, but it looks really good, especially at night. Made We made it so that there aren't interiors, but the windows do light up. So it's kind of cool, especially with the sunset on the beach. It's pretty nice.
yeah.
So you've got your pool. Yeah, the hotel is quite expansive, so it takes up a large amount of space. There's a parking lot for the hotel. It's got a water tower as well, which which we turned into an aquarium.
Yes.
Yeah. So
We have this little
yeah.
entrance here that you fall into. And then you have a conduit with this all your aquatic Minecraft mobs, including pandas and sheep.
Oh yeah, definitely aquatic.
All
Uh,
of the fish have in fact despawned. Unfortunate, but at least the pandas are still here. Half,
we can
half.
always, you know what? We can always get some more fish. Hold on. Let's. Yeah, here we go. Just spam fish. There we go. I'm sure that this would not raise any health complaints or health code violations or anything of the sort.
No,
Having the water
this is
supply.
actually how it looks. If you go to the actual inside of the
Yeah,
water
we've
tower, you will
actually.
find
Yeah,
there was a conduit and everything.
yeah, yeah. I've been in the water tower itself, yeah, and I don't have any way of proving it, but you're just gonna have to take it on faith, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So the hotel on this side, this is how you actually enter the hotel. And what's really weird about the layout is to get to the hotel, you have to go all the way around the peninsula. So if we take this road, it'll actually take you all the way around to the marina. But first, let's yeah, I mean, you'll notice this is the top thrill dragster, which happens to be the tallest ride in the park. It stands at 420 feet tall, and it's just ridiculous. I'm actually, uh, I wouldn't have expected to have it fit in the build limit, but I was actually quite surprised to learn that it's 128 blocks. So especially with the new update, we're going to be able to build some ridiculously tall things. I mean, just taking this, like, this is this is probably like half of the regular build height, and just to think that we can make stuff that's as tall as, I mean, it's just going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll notice that we've kind of reached parts where the coarse dirt has started showing itself again. So this is where we've been working on the hotel parking lot. Well, second hotel parking lot, I guess. And then there's going to be a water park over here that is work in progress. No progress has actually been made on that yet. So, oh, and back by the top thrill dragster, we've sort of got this whole midway taken care of. So you can see the station itself. This is actually my favorite part of the park right now, I think. I especially love the station design and how it really does feel very similar to the actual thing. There's a ride over here, the Iron Dragon, which we have not finished the station for, but yeah, I mean this whole area is quite close to being finished. Aside from again those small details and vignettes, don't have as many of them as we do in the parking lot and the marina, that sort of area that we had finished in the last update. So we're we're keep on keeping on, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still work in progress.
So I want to go around and just see some of the memes we've had put in, like
Oh yeah,
the water tower was one of them. I
yeah.
would like to go check up on the crab rave. I think it's this
Oh
way.
yeah, oh yeah. That's the crab rave. And I
It's
mean, there are seven. It's like 7 or 8 months that they've just been constantly partying. So that'll be fun to check in on.
yeah.
Let's see that.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Uh,
What?
uh, that does not seem to be a party anymore. Uh,
Only crab? They've
is that all? Is that a lobster?
they're sacrificing a lobster to Satan.
Oh my god, its life force has been sucked out from it. Oh, that's really upsetting. Oh my god. Oh,
I'm speechless. They
they've
have a
got
catapult.
they've got war balloons. Oh my god. What the this is not good. Um well, hopefully something bad doesn't develop. I don't know why they would be so upset all of a sudden, but maybe that's maybe that's a bad sign. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Hopefully the the parking lot is not in jeopardy. A lot of gasoline to go kaboom.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's definitely something to consider. And there are a lot of cars in the parking lot. That's not good.
Mhm.
Well, you know what they say. If you don't want to address something, leave it completely behind and ignore that it ever existed. Let's just go away from that. Let's
Indeed.
yeah, let's go back to the happier places in the park itself. It's oh, here. yeah, so merry-go-rounds, right? Why build horses when you can just spawn in horses? The only thing is they don't exactly stay where they should. So they kind of don't act like they would if they were you know, behaving as merry-go-round horses.
Yes.
So at some point, I mean, we've had to use barrier blocks to trap them in, but before that happened, I had to kill a lot of horses, and these are the survivors. The obedient slaves. So let's see. Over here, I forget if there's much. We've got a lot of kid area stuff. I feel like this would be a great place to add in a whole bunch of life. Maybe have a kid that's dropped ice cream or something. But yeah, over here, and then hotel. That's another place that could really do a lot with. Um, if it doesn't get overrun by crabs, that is. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll have. I guess we'll just have to wait and see for that. I think. Is there any other stuff? Um, Nothing else in terms of like memes or anything, but we've had a lot of fun actually experimenting with different ways to actually use this as a fun map to play along with. So, for example, hide and seek. As long as you find a way to make it a bit balanced, it's actually quite fun. Um, Perhaps I mean it's a really big map, so like we had to use firework rockets, and eventually we had to break out a speed infused horse to actually get everywhere.
Yeah.
That was very upsetting to have to deal with, but uh, fun stuff. I feel like there's a lot of different stuff that you can do with mini games. There are a whole bunch of cool spots that you can get to with a bit of parkour skill, which I don't have very much of. But for example, over back in this kid area, you can climb up onto the building, and then the leaves are made in such a way that if you're not awful, you can climb up onto the trees and perhaps escape someone who's trying to chase you. Which I guess that would depend on what games you're playing. At some point we'll probably have this world up for download. I feel like that would be a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
So
But I do believe that's everything that we worked on.
yeah, I'm gonna go over to the top Thrill Dragster midway. It's just enjoy some time over there.
Yes.
See if we can get the ride all loaded in. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I feel like the realms limits the how big your render distance can be because it doesn't send
Yeah.
you that much.
That's a big shame. Uh, Not being able to load in the ride from the. Here, wait. Maybe we. Here, I'm just gonna fly over to that point and maybe let's just do an outro from here. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a pretty good spot to do it. Ah, third person maneuvering.
Oh wait. Oh wait. Shoot. Wrong way.
Yeah, right. Anyway, guys, I hope you have been thoroughly impressed by the size of this thing. Peter has done a really amazing job recreating the park. I haven't been there myself, but I mean, obviously he has many times, and so he probably is one of the best people to do this.
Yeah. I mean, we're still working on it. The park itself is probably halfway done. If you factor in the parking lot, it's probably a bit closer to done. But we'll have to see in terms of updates. Maybe
Yeah.
make another big one in a couple of months,
Yeah, it
depending.
has been like
Depend.
an entire half a year since the first update. That's how long it's taken to get this far. We're probably going to do one more once the park is complete.
Yep. So stay tuned for that, I guess.
Indeed.
Oh, you know what you should do? You should subscribe and you should hit the like button and you should leave a comment and do all of that stuff. And because I'm telling you to do it, you don't have like Jake, you don't even have to feel guilty about it. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
I yeah, you subscribe, like button, comment. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Brilliant outro, Peter.
Oh,
Thank you
I'm just
guys.
they call me the natural.
Yes, indeed. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.